Welcome! My name's Michael, I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and boom, there it is. Aha! It's me. It's Digital Dag. How's it going? Good to see everyone. I hope you're ready for another roaring session of Pathfinder Gatewalkers. Yeah, this is going to be fun. Now, for those of you who don't know, I am a person who suffers from photosensitivity, which means some days I simply can't be under my studio lights, but in those events, thanks to one of our amazing sponsors, Hero Forge, I am able to still come to you and enjoy our sessions in, well, this form, like this. Hello. Hi. So yeah, now, of course, as you guys know, we are playing a TTRPG, a tabletop role-playing game known as Pathfinder, in which I take on the role of the titular Game Master, who is the storyteller, the narrator, the obstacles and arbitrator of all things fair and unfair, as well as the doler of consequences to my players for the actions that they take during the course of the game. My players, aka my Patreons, say hello to the folks at home, my lovely, lovely players, you.
Hi.
Hello, folks at home.
Hello.
Take on the role of heroes in action as they travel through the world of the game and encounter a variety of dangers, threats, allies, and more. But yeah. Now, before we kick off, we do have a quick moment to thank all the people who helped bring us this show here to you guys in the Twitchiverse, and that is, of course, none other than Hero Forge, starting off, for the wonderful artworks you can see, including myself, all of my character tokens. You can see all the tokens on the minimap behind us as well. These were all made using Hero Forge, which is a massive and robust system for being able to create 3D models based on your heroes and characters, but also it's a 3D model printing service that allows you to make these models for your use back at home, whether that's in regular 3D color printed or premium plastics if you like to paint, or 2D standees. You know, they're all available. Yay! And seriously, every week they've got new stuff in there, so you're never bored. You are never without things to do and make. So yeah. Fantastic. Then, of course, we have, to help ease us into the immersion of the game, we have, of course, Sirenscape for the wonderful sound effects you will hear, such as the sound effect of a sword swooshing. Yeah, there it is. Or arrows firing at a wooden door. Or one of them that happens to have gone through the wooden door. Whoops. Okay, there you go. So, this and many more are available at the touch of a button, whether or not you're playing online or playing in person. Hey, Sirenscape, wonderful and amazing freaking tool for any prospective GMs to help immerse their players. And then lastly, our last sponsor is none other than Fantasy Grounds for our VTT of choice, which you can see behind me that does all of the heavy lifting for all the cool stuff behind us. Whether it's Pathfinder or D&D, honestly, if a GM has to focus less on the rules and more on the fun of the role-playing, that's all the thing that I need from a VTT, and Fantasy Grounds helps me do that and stay very interactive with my chat, as I'm sure you all know. Also, I want to take a quick moment to shout out our dear friend Ben and Paper. Hi, Ben. How you doing? Guys, if you happen to be in the European circuit and enjoy a good quality role player, and I say quality role player, very good quality role player, then please go check out Ben and Paper. He is one of my favorite German casters of the dice and the game master of world building, storytelling, and does far more than Dungeons and Dragons on his channel. So please go share some love. Go check out all of the cool stuff over on Ben and Paper's channel. Yay, we love you, Ben. Yes. What else? Oh yeah, the Crit Awards. That's right, guys. If you don't know better, you know, now that we're talking about, you know, content creators and things like that, the Crit Awards nominations are still up for those of you who want to nominate people to be recognized from the TTRPG industry for their various actions, whether it's like myself, who is trying to vie for Paizo Best GM of the Year, or you know, like Best Series for things like Careful Cantrip. There are also awards for, you know, Best Fans, Best Artists, Best Dice Makers. It's a whole bunch of ways that industry peers have begun to recognize the contributions of others in their field. It's a wonderful way to show that you care. It's a wonderful way to show your support. So yeah, hey, if you want to see me win that award again, go fill out a nomination form, and yeah. Do the thing. Do the thing. Because why not? And if you've already done the thing, do it again. Because why not? Yeah, there you go. All right. With that being said, let's now turn the mic over to our lovely players to tell you about themselves and the characters that they're playing in today's epic adventure, starting with none other than our dear friend, OG Lava Kitten.
Hello, I'm playing Lushara, who is an young elven witch out looking for answers to the missing moments. And she travels with her familiar Magnus, a little cute black and white cat, and now a rabbit named Monty.
And I'm Skurlai, playing the very gruff dwarf Bill Rotar, who says little, but does say quite a bit with his fists when things start to fly.
I'm Neil from Immersion Diversion. I play Arsini, the human turned skeleton sorcerer, and trying to figure out why he turned into a skeleton. He's not sure why. And yeah. Although he has figured maybe it has to do with the gate, but we'll see.
Hi, I'm Jennifer. I'm playing Aelith, a ranger who happened upon this party and is just trying to get answers, and I guess kind of the mascot protector.
Fantastic. And our two players who unfortunately are unavailable to join us today are none other than our friend McBluff, one of the artists who does amazing stuff in the TTRPG scene, who plays the role of Viv, and our friend Nick, who takes on the role of Elink. We wish them all the best and hope to see them next week, but in the meantime, they shall not be appearing in this episode. Hey, Steve, good to see you. No worries. Lurk with health and safety, my friend. All the best to you and yours. All right. Now, before we kick off, we have one last person to thank for this stream, and that is, of course, you guys in the chat. Guys, thank you so much for being here and being a part of these shows. Every single time I get to sit down and, even like this week. This week was a tiring week. Like I said, I'm not feeling too well. The photosensitivity thing's kicking in. But every time I sit down and get to enjoy these games with these Patreons who are just so much fun to be around, and then also I get to, see your guys' reaction to everything we do, it honestly makes, it picks my week right up. So, guys, thank you for being in chat, for hanging out with us, and having a great time. And for that, guys, just by hanging out, you guys are earning channel points, which you can use during the course of the game at any point in time in order to influence the game, whether it's insight bonuses to give our players clues on what's going on, inspiration to give them advantage on dice rolls, wandering monsters, wandering bosses, tarot readings, a whole bunch of stuff. These are all free. These you just get for watching. But for those of you who want to help us out and can offer a little bit of support, right now this month is all about Dag is trying to pay bills thing. Then do feel free to use our !GM code in order to look at the tips menu, which we have a bunch of cool rewards for you guys to be able to get more tangible effects in the game. First of all, for $5, you can donate to give either the players these red marks or give me purple marks. Red marks are called hero points that can be used to stave off death, petition the GM for nonsense that isn't in the rules, or roll with advantage. Jinx points can be used to counteract hero points, make the bad guys roll with advantage, or complicate things ever so slightly. For $10, I will draw from one of two decks that I have in front of me. The first deck is a deck of heroic actions, where a player of your choice will get a free power. It's a one-use power, but a useful, powerful one nonetheless. The other deck I have is a plot twist deck, which I will draw 3 cards, and you will get to choose any one of those 3 cards, and I will have to choose the plot twist that gets drawn and make it a part of today's session. It's kind of a challenging one, but I do my best, and these are always a lot of fun. For $20, you can give someone the coveted golden natural 20. This can be me as well, just saying, putting it out there. Nat 20s. So a golden natural 20 is literally that. It is a natural 20 in every sense of the word. Because why roll for one when you can just have it? For $50, the big 5-0, you can increase the difficulty of the boss that they're fighting. And guys, they're currently fighting like a boss and a mini boss simultaneously. So a boss buff here is... substantial. Let's just say it is a substantial thing. So yes, you can increase the difficulty of a challenge, making a minion into a mini boss into a boss into like a super boss, and a super boss into a, oh god, the treehouse. What happened to the treehouse? Oh god, were they still inside of it? Oh, I really liked those characters. Is Dad gonna sit around and make us watch us do Hero Forge models all for the rest of the episode? The answer is yes. The answer is yes. I will absolutely do that. Now,
I need a boss buff for that. I just summoned a cantrip.
Now, in addition, if you don't want to do the $50 boss donation, you can do the $50 magic item donation, where you can offer a magic item to the player of your choice. This can be a homebrew item you design, a set item of my own creation, or you can give it to the player to allow them to create the item themselves and implement it, and we will implement it into the game. Lastly, we have the $100 secret menu item. The secret menu item is a $100 massive game shift. The game shift is basically, well, it's kind of like this. Sometimes when you're playing in a TTRPG, especially a module, it's very easy to stay on the rails. I hate rails. I don't like railroading my players. So every now and then, I will have just this deviant runaway freight train that'll just come careening down my railroad and just smash alongside of it. That is what the $100 secret menu items are. They are these things that forever change the course of my game, that it will never be the same as any other game that I run. So for this particular secret menu item, I'm going to do something that because I couldn't think of anything. I was like, we're in the middle of a boss battle. What can I possibly do to make this different? I will provide my players with the ability to gain several, what is effectively a Pokeball, in order to capture and then potentially enthrall Flowey the Flower. Or as his name actually is, what's his name? Sunward. Sunward, yes. They can capture Sunward the evil flower, and he will become a very disgruntled member of the party who does not wish to be there, does not want to participate in stuff, but will be indentured to do so. But there is a mechanic, and they do have to catch him with the Pokeballs. Each player will be given a Pokeball to potentially use, and these Pokeballs will
Flora with the naughty nature.
Yeah, that's it. So there you go. That is our secret menu item for the day. All right. What say we kick off, shall we?
We've had a donation come in, Doug.
Oh, we've had a donation.
Oh, yeah.
Christina! Woo! Woo! $10 for a hero card for Bilrotar. All right, Bilrotar. Here we go. Shuffly. I know it doesn't look as good if you can't see me shuffle it, but I'm in the dark. You wouldn't see me anyway. Shuffle. All right, here we go. Your card is unreadable because I'm in the frickin' dark. Okay, hold on.
I could shuffle my hero card.
Okay, here we go.
I'll check on my own as well.
All right, it is. All right, Bilrotar. It is Surge of Speed. You play at the start of your turn. You are quickened on your turn and may use your extra action for either a single attack or an action or a move trait. You know what? That's boring. Okay. Just you gain a fourth action in the round. Fuck it. I don't care what you use it for. You have a fourth action in the round.
Well, yeah, because depending which order you do it, that's going to happen in one of them.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm good. Yeah. You have 4 actions in a round. There you go. Boom, your Surge of Speed. Done. Thank you, Christina. You beautiful bloody legend, you. All right. So.
Matt gave an insight bonus.
And what would you like insight on, Neil? Would you like insight on the fact that I can't do insight bonuses on the fucking recap of the game, Neil? Is that what you'd like an insight bonus on? Because I'll give you that.
I'm never sure, okay? I just thought they were done when they got redeemed, okay?
Well, again, Neil, what do you want me to give you insight on right now?
I don't know.
Exactly.
You.
I know. Then leave it up to me. I'm sorry, Mac. I apologize for Neil. I mean, I'm just so sorry.
I'm sorry, too. I don't know how... I'll stop talking now.
So, when last we left our heroes are connected. Each and every one of them bound by an event that occurred to them 8 months ago, when they all found themselves in the presence of a portal known as an Iodara, an elven gate. Seeing on the other side visions of their truest desires, our heroes journeyed into the portal, not knowing what they would find. But 8 months later, they emerged. As they do so, they find themselves bound together by a tattoo bearing a strange crest, and their bodies changed forever. Uncertain of what this change might mean, uncertain at how long this change might even last, and with no memories of what transpired while they were in the portal, our heroes were bonded to an ally, Professor Edward Riddleson, who was investigating the missing moments, and had enlisted the aid of our heroes in order to get to the bottom of this. Now, while Edward is investigating his own stuff, our heroes were sent to a town known as Sevenarches, where they were to meet an elven woman by the name of Fianara, who had a lead on something that may pertain to the missing moments. It turns out that when our heroes returned, coincidentally, a long-standing curse known as the Obnubilate curse was also lifted from the town of Sevenarches, a curse in which elves that traveled within its borders would be killed from this deadly virus. Well, turns out that the information Fianara had was that a druid shepherd by the name of Bolin had been rallying Oaken stewards, or the town guards, should I say, to form a kind of cultish rebellion against the Sevenarches, believing they had lost their ways and lost their faith in the natural world. Bolin had convinced his allies to reinstigate the ritual that would once again revive the Obnubilate curse, and plunge not only the city of Sevenarches, but the entire forest into a portal that'll kill not only the elven intruders, but also those who would dare try to insert their influence over the natural world. Well, our heroes couldn't stand by this, so working together, they have managed to siege and attack the keep that the druids were holding out in, which was formerly a home for some gnomes that our heroes have also rescued. And after dispatching a number of the cultists, now finally confront the dreaded Bolin himself, only to discover that Bolin was not the only person ringleading this whole affair, but also a strange sunflowered creature, a leshy by the name of Sunward. Well, the battle now ensues, and it is revealed that Bolin, indeed, like yourselves, had managed to go through the portal and return changed. Now commanding necromantic powers, despite his druidic nature, he commands the power over all plants that are now dead, including this butchered treehouse, which now begins to creak, bend, break, and swell at the command of this terrifying arboreomancer. I don't know what a necroborist. Yeah, necroborist. I'm going to write that down. Necrobotanist. Yes, there we go. That's the one. He's a necrobotanist. Okay, there we go. Cool. Battle time. So, with the missing members of our group, what happens in the swift first round of combat after Aelith and who was the other one? Aelith and I think maybe Elink, was it? Who fired a couple of shots at
Lushara and Aelith.
Oh, Lushara and Aelith. The two of you fired your shots at Bolin, only to be disrupted by the actual treehouse itself, creating cover for Bolin. In that instant, Sunwood lets loose an evil, manic laugh as you watch the ground underneath both Elink and Viv open up, creating a pitfall that swallows both of them whole before the start of the battle. And we will now fly into our initiative. Bolin will get to start first. followed by Aelith, then Lushara, Arsini, then Sunward, then Bilrotar. Now, because the whole area has been shifting and moving, some of you have been knocked prone as well through this rumbling and shaking of the treehouse. Bolan's first action in battle. Once the entire place has started to maneuver around, he picks up Sunward with one action, and with his second action slides out of the window nearby and down what looks to be a large rope to another tree adjacent to the one that you guys are currently at. With his final action, he turns and with a blade in hand, cuts through the rope, severing its connection to where you were. His goal right now is to have you crushed by the slowly collapsing treehouse that you are now at. All right, Aelith, you're up first. What do you do?
Okay. I need the map shared.
Absolutely, I can do that for you.
Please.
There you go.
I am going to. I'm gonna run to the window, and I'm gonna look out, get an idea of how high we are, the distance, all that fun stuff.
All right. As far as height goes, you are currently about 80 to 100 foot off the ground itself.
Okay.
It is.
Okay.
There's lots of branches and bramble on the way down, so it's not necessarily a straight shot should you leap off. You can see about 40 foot down and across, there's kind of like almost like a landing for another roof, for the floor below where you are. If you guys want to look at it, let me just ping it for you on the map here. It's very faint, but you can kind of see it, this area here. So you see there? Yeah. So that area there, if you land in there, you'll land on the second story. There's also a windmill that churns, which you can see over here. And the distance between that window and that window is 5, 15, 30, about 40 foot, give or take.
Well, it's either jump or we figure another way over.
Let's use that insight bonus that we got from Mac earlier on today. Here's your insight bonus. Now, it is a 40-foot leap. That is certain. However, if you turn to your right, you actually see there is actually a small rope bridge that connects the tree that Bolan went to the treehouse that that kind of like circles all the way back around towards the way you came. Now, that bridge has a direct vulnerability, like it's out in the open, and that might prove somewhat useful if Bolan is trying to escape across that bridge.
Okay. Well, anybody have any ideas? I mean, we can try and get to
You could break
other
the
bridge.
It causes Bolan to not be able to escape then.
Well, with your insight bonus, I will also say that if you go here, where I've just pinged, that is probably your best like aiming position to hit the bridge, somewhere around here.
Okay, well,
I guess it can't escape anyway. We dropped the first tree, so there's no way up.
There could be another way out. We don't know yet.
Yeah, true.
He also manipulates wood.
Oh yeah. So he could just make another bridge.
okay. Well,
So I'm going to say one action will have caused you to stand from prone. The second would have been to go and inspect the window.
oh, okay.
But you've still got part of your move from there. So I'd go with 5, 10, 15, 23. So you get to about there with your 30-foot move, and
right
you've got
there.
one more action.
Okay. Well, we need to try and get over there to stop him. So, if any of you have any ideas, I say we head out and go from there.
Isn't he like working on an escape though? We should try to get there as quickly as possible. I don't think backtracking to try and get over there would be quick. I think we should probably jump to that, what is that, second roof over there? But if the tree we're on is falling, could we jump?
Sorry, I'm gonna
As
point
it's
out,
fall-
Neil. I appreciate there's the talk here, but it is only 6 seconds for each round.
Yep, sorry.
That's okay. It's just a very long discussion for what Aelith only has one action for. So do you want to do anything with that last action? Oop, sorry, I think you might be muted or I can't hear you.
Sorry.
No.
She's just going to wait there for right now because not everybody is in the room. But yeah, the tree is moving. We need to figure out how we're going to get over there. He cut the rope.
So the tree we're in is going down.
It's kind of like imploding. So I want you to imagine that the whole building itself are slowly crushing inwards, sort of like condensing.
Okay, so it's kind of crushing in on us. Okay.
I have an idea.
I like the idea. But if Aelith isn't going to do anything, we're going to move to the next turn.
That's sort of,
I know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, okay, I will say this. Jen, I would get the hell out of that room.
Boy. Okay.
It was just the room that's
So-
uploading, not the whole tree.
Oh, yeah, well, okay, so here's the way it works. I haven't described the mechanic yet because it hasn't happened yet. But basically, what's going to happen is I'm going to roll a dice to determine how many foot of this entire area is going to get destroyed. And when I say destroyed, I mean it's going to, like, literally turn into, like, the size of a golf ball as it just sort of...
Sure.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
So are we?
Well,
Yeah.
Go
all
ahead.
right. Got it. No. So has Aelith conveyed that?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, everything
yes.
that- Yeah.
We got. Okay. Got it. All right. Can Aelith like dash or out of there as a final action, or is that
Yeah.
part of movement? Yeah, you could get out of there if it's crushing down on us.
Okay. So yeah, I will dash out.
Mhm.
Out the door. To about there.
Perfect. All right, done and done.
Okay.
After Aelith, we have Lushara. Lushara, you do spend one action, I presume, to get up from prone.
Yes. I'd like to get off the floor, please.
Good, excellent, done.
All right, and then I'm gonna get the heck out of that room. No, that closed the door. Okay. But we do know that he's trying to escape, and we can at least try to buy some time if we shoot down the rope bridge.
Correct.
All right. Then I will try to make my way over to the window to see if I can get there and take a shot at that bridge.
All right, with a 20-foot movement, you stride yourself over to one of the nearby windows, which I'll say that one there will suffice.
Well, I have 35-foot movement.
Yeah, that
Could
one.
I get to that?
Yeah, easy.
Okay,
That window is perfect. Cool.
great. I'm
uh,
going to Divine Lance the bridge.
Ooh, okay. You actually, Divine Lance is 2 actions. You only have 1 remaining because remember you
Oh
had to.
no! Shoot. Okay, that's right. It is 2 actions.
Shake your
I
fist.
can't. Yeah, just.
Oh, you
Can
know
I
what?
use
No.
bridge?
Okay. I think this is only fair to tell you. So, your Divine Lance does what type of damage?
Divine. Oh wait, clicked on the wrong thing. Help if I clicked on the right thing. It does divine energy.
Okay. So, Divine Energy and Void Energy actually do no damage to inanimate objects.
Ah, oh, right, because it's a creature. Crap. Great. I'll just tell the rest, like, I think if we take out that rope bridge, we can stop him from escaping as fast. And I guess I'll use the rest of my reaction. Can we tell that this room that we're in as well is also kind of collapsing in, not just the top one we were in?
It is currently just sort of you haven't seen the collapse yet, but I will tell you it has an epicenter that has started and it is spreading outwards from there.
All right, then I'm going to yell, let's get out of here. I fear we'll try to find a different way down. And then I'll use my last action to dash as far as I can get toward where's my ping?
You should be able to drag
I'm gonna
your
try to get I'm gonna try to get as close as there.
Yeah.
How far can I go on a dash? Is it my full
your full
movement?
movement, yeah.
So
Which actually is a good point for me to stop and address Cass's question. Is this a 2e game trying to clarify how actions work and want to read up while listening? Yes, Cass, this is Pathfinder 2nd Edition, and in a game of Pathfinder 2nd Edition, the action economy of a game is 3 actions per character. Most actions simply take a single action, such as walking, standing up from prone, drawing a weapon, things like that. Most attacks also only take 1 action. Spells and a few other abilities do take multiple actions, so things like the Divine Lance, for example, take 2 actions to cast, and in those cases, it still works towards the action economy. The great thing is that you can move, stab someone, and then move out of combat if you want to make someone who has hit and run abilities, or you can move and then hit twice, but there's obviously incurring penalties for attacking multiple times. So there you go. Okie dokie. So, Lashara manages to go get eyes on the bridge and then make their way towards the exit. As we go to Arsini, who did not get knocked prone by the shockwave in the previous room.
So, an idea I had, because you mentioned there was that second story awning or whatever that was over there by the windmill.
Yes, the first story, yes. So there's the first story landing that's there. Yeah.
Because if we did manage to break the bridge, the idea was, because I thought this whole thing was already kind of slowly coming down, I was gonna use timber, but if I could use a hero point instead of have it go up, to have it maybe come out of the side of the tree and connect to that first story.
Oh, I see what you're doing. You're trying to make like a log bridge kind of thing.
Yeah, but unfortunately, because it breaks at the end, then I would maybe ask if maybe to keep it going for a full round so everyone could get across it, maybe a second hero point.
Okay. So, I'm willing to take 2 hero points in order to do that. The first hero point is to have it orient so that it is horizontal instead of vertical when you summon this tree. Second is to defeat the parameters of your spell and not have it disappear or break at the end of the round. Absolutely. 2 hero points, and I will make you your bridge. What's the distance?
It's a 15-foot. That's why I was thinking it might work from this window here.
Okay, so you
to
wanted
here or something like that.
Okay, so you wanted to come out of your tree? Sorry, you wanted to come out of your building or their building?
Well, my building connecting to their building, because it comes from where I put my hands.
Well, it's only 15 foot, so it'll only go to here.
I mean, that works. So it's like if it connects, and I guess then it gives us that last square to maybe jump across.
Yeah, you can probably make it onto the windmill pretty easily. So you can make that tree. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, guys, I can make a bridge. And I will go whoop, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to the window, and then kind of stick my hands out, grab onto the side of the tree, and cast timber to make a tree pop out of the side of this tree.
Very nice. All right, there's this like ripping, tearing that happens as the tree juts out from the actual building itself, leaning over and stretching towards the windmill. It's not quite long enough to get to the windmill, but it is close enough.
Yeah. So that is my actions. Move over, and then 2 actions for timber. So.
All right.
So, Neil, you want us to run over the bridge and jump on the windmill and then jump over?
Jump on the windmill or that first floor awning, like, building thing. Like the roof. That was over there.
And then crawl in.
Well,
the
at
window.
least it's
Okay.
closer. It's at least closer than 40 feet. You know, it's like
Okay. Just
or I
making
don't
sure
know.
I understand your idea here.
Yeah.
All right. Next up
I mean,
is
I guess
Sunwood.
Did realize 40 feet, so it's like 25. Never mind. That's a lot further still.
All right, next up
Yeah.
is Sunwood. Sunwood is going to take a ready to action, but no one will know what it is until later. Then we go to Bilrotar, who is prone, which I presume you wish to stand.
Yep. So Belrotar will stand.
All right, standing it
Sure.
is. Also, I'm going to take those hero points off Neil.
Yeah, I was just about to bring that up.
There we go, done.
Shout out. Are you sure, Sonic?
It looks sturdy, but it won't go for much longer. We need to hurry.
Right. Okay. So 5, 10. Oh, sorry. 20 is my movement speed. Oh. So that's 2.
You can command plants, so can I.
Right. Come on, open window. Okay.
Can only cast a tree though.
Can't make that distance.
All right. Well, while we're trying to make the distance, how about we describe what Bilrotar is going through in his mind?
Yep. Belrotar is panicking because he wasn't expecting a bridge to appear out here. So I think I'm going to play the heroic action, Surge of Speed.
Oh, nice. Cool. All right, your
So I
heroic
can-
action
so I can
gives you
get
a
to
4th
there
action.
Yep, so I can get to there on 3, and as my 4th action, I will continue sprinting to jump the remaining distance.
Okay, let's make an athletics check as you leap to try and get across onto the windmill. Oh, it's stuck on that 4 for a bit, but yes,
I did.
you do indeed manage to land on the windmill. It is a difficult balancing act as the windmill is still turning, and you manage to avoid the cutting blades of each sail as they move around. Now, you are also going to need to make an acrobatics check as you are trying to stand on what is effectively a rotating axis, which you are doing so fine. You sort of start walking. Let's see, which way is it blowing? It's blowing that way, so you are walking backwards as it is going, and you're not doing too bad. You're pretty fleet-footed for a dwarven barbarian.
Surprisingly.
Hmm.
And I'm presuming that's the last of the movements. I can't dash inside.
Yes, indeed. You won't be able to dash inside, no.
Yeah.
All right, next up is Bolin. Bolin is making a break for it. 5, 10, 15. He gets to here, which he then looks out the window. I'm going to see if they notice you at all.
Oh, I heard the "Ah!"
Oh, yeah.
as I
Okay.
jumped.
No, they absolutely heard you. So as they walk past the window that you're at, unfortunately, the ready action they had was that when Sunwood actually sees a potential target, he is going to unleash a barrage of seeds that he is going to just keep firing at whoever he sees. which at present just happens to be you.
Yep.
Seed
anyone
spray. So that is a 15-foot cone. So this is a reflex save. All right, here we go, Bilrota. Ooh, nice. Save for half damage. So that's not too much damage here. All right, 7 points of damage reduced to 3 as you watch Bolin go past the window, and then you watch the little sunflower plant thing he's got nestled in his arm suddenly spit out sun seeds as it just fires this barrage of sun seeds at you. It wings you a little bit. I just need an acrobatics check as you attempt to balance on this. While we do that, of course, thank you for the follow, Rhino255. Freaking amazing name. Everyone, I don't know, how is everyone doing tonight? Guys, how are you all doing tonight? I mean, that's you guys.
Oh, us?
No, fine,
Yeah.
fine, yes.
Right? Everyone's
We're
good?
doing
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, everyone's a bit
Yeah.
tense. It's the middle of a heated battle, so everyone's thing. But I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Welcome to the Dead Aussie Gamer Crypt. We are currently in the middle of a boss battle against a druid necromancer, or as we like to call him, what do we call him? The necrobotanist, or the necarborianist, whatever, some sort of evil undead plant druid. And the group is currently trying to capture him alive because he has information about a series of missing moments that they have all shared. So more on that later if they catch him alive. Also, Kai Alpaca, good to see you. Welcome. Greetings from Germany. Guten Morgen? No, it's 1 p.m. Guten Abend. Guten Abend. I hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoy yourself. Ben and Paper were here early on, so, you know, if you're a fan, yeah. All right.
Well,
Bilrota.
assuming 12 isn't good enough.
A 12. A 12 is not good enough, I'm afraid, as you do start to lose your footing.
Can I use a hero point to reroll, please?
Oh, you may absolutely use a hero point. So thank you to our audience members for the hero points that my players are using to keep themselves alive. If you want to know more about
Same number.
exact same number. Unfortunate. Well, if anyone wants to know more about those hero points, boom, there you go. I need a reflex save from Bilrota as you are finding yourself slowly losing your footing after receiving those sunflower seed barrages. Ugh. Okay. Unfortunately, Bilrota, you do not manage to save yourself, and you slip from the windmill, falling down to the first story of the house, which I've got to move you to now. Bear with me while I do this real quick. Map. Nope, map. First story, there we go. I believe that will drop you, unless I'm mistaken. Whoops. There we go. Okay, unless I'm mistaken, that should drop you there. Good. All right. Bilrota is going to be prone. Because as you imagine, falling 40 foot is no picnic. And you're going to take 16 points of damage.
Ouch.
Oh.
Are you still up?
You hear a very loud groan. From
Can
the
I? Oh, wait. How far is the? Hang on. Sorry. Oh, would he have been within 30 feet on the bullet seed attack?
No, because it's a 40-foot gap, wasn't it?
Yeah, no. What do you
I was
tell me?
kinda-
Tell me what you're doing.
I
And
was-
stop asking for measurements.
I have a reaction called Genie's Veil. It would have given him a chance to be missed,
Genie's Veil.
possibly. Yeah, it's my focus spell.
Do you
It's
want
a
to?
reaction.
Yep. Which does?
The target vanishes in a burst of brightly colored smoke and sparkles, reappearing an instant later. They become concealed against the triggering attack and until the end of the current creature's turn.
Okay. Unfortunately, Bilrota is not close enough to that 30-foot margin, which you can see there.
That's 30 feet from me.
Yep, that is
Oh,
30 foot
yeah.
from you. All right.
Okay.
All right, no worries. Bilratar, you crash through the roof of the floor below you. As you do so, you find yourself in a storeroom, a well-stocked larder that has been ransacked. Bottles, baskets, things just basically thrown about, now covered in a thick layer of like debris from the roof that has caved in around you. Everything is just broken, disorderly, and wrecked to pieces. There are 2 doors, one leading to the south and one leading to the north of where you are. You're fairly certain that if anyone is around, they have likely heard your commotion.
Yep.
All right. All right. That was Bill. That was blah, blah, blah. That was Bolin.
Bolin.
Who is actually I haven't even finished Bolin's turn yet, to be honest.
Nope.
So Bolin was moving 30. Then he's going to open this door. 10, 20, 30. 10, 20, 30. All right. Him and Sunward continue to flee and make their way to here. All right. Aelith, you're up next.
Oh, I'm dashing.
Oh, sorry. Actually, before I
so-
forget, sorry, my apologies. When it was Bolin's turn, I did forget to do this. I need to roll this. Oh, that's not too bad. All right. That is not too bad at all. All right. That is the area of the treehouse that begins to twist and crumple, basically like a bit of paper. The wood splinters and the dead, rotted, jagged edges of the flooring and the ceiling now condense in on itself. That whole area is now gone and falls to pieces, as it seems to be like a rotten apple crushing and squeezing and becoming smaller as it shrinks around, corrupting anything that is within. It is continuing to move in such a fashion, but this was actually a small chunk. It actually rolled very low for that one, so there you go. All right. Now we go to Aelith.
Okay, dashing to try and get out this window. So it's 10, 20,
30? Yep, you're out on the
30.
log.
Oh boy. All right, so then
Oh,
10.
by the way, you can see Bolin from where you are.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Oh,
Break the bridge, he falls to his death, maybe?
I
don't
know,
know.
but this
But he
this
could also
log
live in
thing
the
you
Middle
said
East.
is only good for 1 round, right?
No.
I think it's good for.
It is
unless
good.
he makes it the last.
No,
like
it is
that.
just
Oh,
straight up
okay.
good. A hero point was
Sweet.
spent for it. It is good and it is solid.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Awesome.
Oh, I'm gonna take then. I am going to try and aim at the bridge.
Okay,
Ooh.
so aiming at a bridge from 40 foot away with an arrow, amongst the usual weather and blah 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 stuff, is a very difficult challenge. Now, in Pathfinder 2nd Edition, not every action is entitled to every person. For example, there is no chance that someone untrained could ever make this shot, so it is simply denied as a roll. So, I'm going to ask you what your current rank is, or your proficiency in ranged weapons of the nature that you're using happens to be, to see if you can even make that kind of shot.
All right, so I have to find.
You would either be trained, expert, well, or untrained, basically. You're definitely trained for sure,
Yes.
but I want to know if you're an
let's-
expert.
I don't think. All right, where?
Okay, so if you look on
Sorry,
your character
trying to
sheet,
find this.
no, that's okay. If you look on your
Yep.
character sheet, on your character sheet sidebar, there should be combat.
Yes.
Okay, it should
Okay.
be listed in there. Martial weapons, maybe?
Martial. I'm just trained.
All right.
Yep. I'm not expert.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Give me 2 seconds. Let me just also double check here. Yes, you are trained in everything. So unfortunately, just at your current level, and with that, although, you know what? For the cost of a hero point, I'd be willing to let that go as something you could do.
Sure.
All right. With the cost of
I'd
a
like
hero
to
point.
give it a try.
All right.
Yes.
I'm going to set the DC here, which will be something that everyone will be able to compare it to. Where the hell is my little GMGC? Oh, there it is. Okay. So you guys are level, what, 2?
Level 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to say that you are trained. I'm going to say it's a hard shot. Okay. My DC is up. Make your ranged attack. Your target number is 18.
Oh. So because I was I had planned on dashing, so running and dashing, that's 2. That's
Well, okay, so there's no run or dash
2
action.
moves, right?
It's just a stride, as it's called in this game. And it's
okay.
it's just your full movement is a stride.
Okay, so then when I attack, I'm just going to use the +3, not the +8, correct?
No, you still use the +8. The only time you would take
Oh,
penalties is if you're making multiple attacks.
Oh, okay.
So you can move
All right.
like twice and then shoot at your full attack. That's fine.
Okay, here we go.
All right, let's do it.
And it didn't work. All right.
Double click on the
All right.
attack if it makes it easier. All right. That looks good with a 24.
Yeah.
All right. The arrow flies through the air and snaps as it hits one of the ropes firmly. At this point in time, it causes the whole structure of the bridge to become unstable, and he needs to make an acrobatics check to stay balanced. Oh, dang. All right. Bolin, with the grace of a freaking tree-bound acrobat, quickly adjusts his footing and grabs onto one of the railing with his free hand, holding firmly onto Sunward with the other. Though it is now even more difficult to cross, he has not been dislodged from his location.
Oh, man. Damn. Okay.
All right, I think that's all 3 of your actions, though. Yes, 2 movements to get up there and 1 action to shoot.
I've only moved 30, my normal 30 feet, though.
You were somewhere. Remember, remember diagonals move 5 foot for the first diagonal, then 10 foot for the second.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I think you're a little bit further than 30 foot from where you were.
Oh, okay.
But that's okay.
Okay.
If you want to, I'd be more than happy to say that you take your shot from here, and that'll give you still the 1 action left. Because that's a window.
Okay.
You can just shoot from the window.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep, got it. All right, so then I want to continue out of the room.
All right, yeah, move yourself out of the room.
Maybe. Come on. There we go. At least to there.
Okay, cool. You make your way onto the log that is out there. Done and done. Lushara, you're up next. As you made your way towards the poisoners research lab where Grandad was working on deadly unicorn poisons.
Evil Granddad.
Evil Grandad.
She does not. Lushara does not trust this log, and she heard Bill Rotar, so she's just going to be like, the tree's collapsing. I'm going to try to get down a level and see what I can do from there. So she's going to see 5, 15, 20, 25. Go down a level. She's going to go down the hatch.
All
for
right,
her
that
first
will take
action.
us to... I did the thing. Hold on 1 second. I did that before as well. There we go. So that's the... There we go. Okay. So you're climbing down.
It was into that laundry
Yeah.
dining room there.
Yep, there you go. So, Lashara, you are in the laundry here.
Okay, I am then going to use both of my actions basically to just keep moving, but I'm going to go north now. So, way up. So, 10.
All
Get
right.
there for one, and I think I can go one more time. Map. Stop that map. There we go. And then I guess I'm gonna have to squeeze by here. So 5. I think I can get about there.
Yeah, easy. All right. Making your way down the ladder. Now, I'm not going to include the distance of the ladder because you guys are in a rush, and I vibe with the idea of you sliding down the ladder as opposed to, like, climbing. So you slide down the ladder and make your way in towards the kitchen mess hall. You dive over the seating bench and begin to make your way up past the place where you had met the 2 fairies that had been trying to free their unicorn friend. You dash, you run, you make your way through. As we then cut back to Arsini.
Can I just ask?
Yeah.
The void, because this is now under the bedroom area. This doesn't affect.
She can probably see some of the roof is starting to rot and decay. You can definitely hear directly above where you are is where that damage is being done. It will start to come down that way, but there is a gap between the 2 floors. All right. Arsini.
Okay.
Back on the second story. You are by the tree that you have made.
I think, yeah. So I can't see him from here, and the tree. The tree is imploding, and it's slowly imploding more and more over time, right? Or is it just the one?
The tree,
room?
yeah, the tree is continuing to rot and implode and crush, and yeah, it's an ongoing effect.
Okay, so I will say really quick, Aelith, eventually this log's gonna fall because the tree's gonna erode. Either you might want to jump over there quick. I don't trust my athletic ability, so I'm gonna try to at least also get out. But then also seeing, passing the window and seeing that they're on the bridge, and that the bridge is almost gone. I will then, because the window. Wait, is this window closed or open? I guess I can see through it. So okay. So I will cast, and I guess it's since I moved 5 feet, that's my first action. And then I will cast Needle Darts, which is a range 60 feet, as I'm going to try and help her take the bridge down. And I'm going to throw some needle darts at the bridge.
All right. Once again, I need to know what your training is with said spell.
It is a proficiency trained.
All right. Once again, in the same vein as the archer being unable to aim for a very, very thin rope from a distance, you likewise will not be able to fire a needle at a rope in order to break.
They're not needles. They're like.
Go on, tell me what they are, Neil. Big loud voice.
Well, it's 3 needles out of.
Sorry, 3 what, Neils?
Pieces of metal in my possession.
Yeah, but 3 what, Neil?
So big.
Three giant axes, Neil?
Shut up.
3 fucking giant wolves made of metal with chainsaws for teeth?
Fine.
No, what is it, Neil? Fucking correct me.
No, fine. I'll hit Bolin then instead.
Yeah, okay, go on.
I was going to say, aim for his hand that he's holding on to the bridge with.
No, I guess true. Okay, yeah, I'll just attack Bolin and I guess go for his hands.
All right, so you're making a cold shot?
Yeah.
Okay, calling shot, which means that should you make a crit, you will not be drawing a crit card. It'll just be the called shot. All right.
Okay.
Make your attack.
Probably not.
No.
Yeah.
All right. That first
You
one.
know what? 0 point.
Ooh. All right, going for the hero point. Hey, thank you for this
That'd
sub.
be better, but that's a hit.
Okay, well, 1 second. Let me just get the hero point off your real quick. All right, that is a regular hit. So roll your damage as one of the arrows, one of the needles fly through and manage to strike Bolin. Is that one needle?
That's 3 needles.
No, don't you do one at a time, or is it one for all 3?
No, because it's a D. Well, because it's a 2 action for needle dart. It says the needles impart. Well, it says make a spell attack roll against your target's AC. The needles deal 3d4 piercing damage and might cause bleeding.
Okay, so yeah, you fire all 3. There's no way you're gonna hit. Never mind, it's fine. All right, sure. Yes, you scatter
And then
shots.
heightened, I get another needle, giving me another.
Yeah,
D4,
okay.
so-
Yeah, you're firing 3 needles at the same target. It's like just a closed cluster of needles. Throwing it there. Yay! Now, real quick as well, I forgot to mention this as well. Thank you to Christina as well for the gifted sub to Rhino. Welcome to the crypt, my friend. Please enjoy all those channel points that you can use to do stuff for the game. And Cass, freaking big loves for your 6-month sub. Ugh. Bloody legends. All right. What was I doing? I was doing stuff. Yeah, needles. Needles flew out. So 1 action, you went over to the other window. 2 actions, you fired your needle darts.
And I'm done.
And Bolin is still hanging on. However, Sunward is not overly impressed with what you have done. And in the vein of our secret menu item, being, of course, the Pokeball, I'm going to take a little bit of liberties here and burn one of my Jinx points. And it seems as though Sunward is charging sunlight.
Oh no! He's gonna shoot a beam! Oh no!
Sunward
God,
gathers sunlight.
Run!
Oh. Oh.
All right. Sorry, that was kind of funny. All right. After Sunward, we then go to Birota,
Oh, that's me again.
who is
Um,
on his face.
Yep. So Bellatar, very, very groaning, will stand up. Knowing that there were bridges on the other side when we were down here,
Mhm.
and I'm technically looking for a way up.
Are you?
He'll head.
I figured you'd be looking for a fucking chair at this point. Okay, yeah, go on.
Well, quite possible, but he's also got a single mind of get that guy because that's what his job was.
It's true. You're not wrong. Look, you're not wrong. But I just want to take a moment to say, I always love the fact that
Single-minded nature.
no, just people like when you play, it's hard to conceptualize how much pain your character is in.
Yep. Anyway, so standing up, he will then slowly hobble towards the door opposite.
Okay.
Movement 1, and creak the door open.
All right. As the door opens inside the other room, you are privy to the visage of 2 creatures that seem to be occupying this room. Let me just get this real quick. Tokens. There we go. Perfect. 1 and 2.
How many times do I have to tell you?
that this is not the proper way to prepare a meal. Well, what do you know about meal? The only thing you've got good taste in is men. How dare you? That is only because you stole my boyfriend. Yes, well, you know what they say about fairies that come from the first world? What do they say about fairies that come from the first world? You come from the first world. Yes, well, shut up. They start to, basically just start throwing things at each other.
They start fucking at each other.
It's like, I'll bake your cake. I'm going to glaze your scone. Ah! They start strangling each other.
Was opening the door a full third action, or?
No, that'll be part of your move action.
But I think you've got the mask up, so I can't actually see into the room.
Oh, okay.
itself.
Let me unmask.
Just open the door.
Yeah.
There you go.
So still hobbling, almost with one hand on the door, I'll step in and say, "The trees are falling. Maybe you should save that for when you get out of here." As I'll try and convince him to basically show me an exit to this place.
Right. They look at you. They look at each other. They look at your charisma score.
Your charisma score.
They look at each other and they look back at you, and then they shoot you a flirtatious smile.
For God's sake.
Fireball retard.
And one of them says, "You look like you've got a hearty appetite." And the other sprite then turns around and says, "I saw him first. You saw him second. You honey glazed tart." She starts strangling each other again.
Okay.
Seeing that, Belrotar will just be stunned and just stare there thinking, "What?" I'm just going to move in there in shock.
Done. All right. Yep, that whole thing happened. Meanwhile, let's see how we go. Okay.
Uh-oh.
That's not a good one. That's a very bad one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right.
Fire, Sene.
Arsini, I need a reflex
I
save.
might be resistant to it. Reflex? Alright.
Yep. As you watch the entire room shake and shudder.
25.
That's pretty good. All right. That is 12 points of damage.
Is it necrotic damage or
no, it is
or
crushing and
void?
bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
12 points of damage as this whole area just now crumples and breaks. They smash and they clatter as these big, huge chunks of wood start to fly out in all directions. You are covered in cracks from your bones as the skeletal parts of you are just struck over and over again. The windows shatter. And Aleph, I need you to make me a reflex save.
Oh,
You got this,
boy.
Aleph.
Maybe. I have to get to the right screen. All right. Oh boy, here we go. Oh dear word.
You have 0 points.
You can use it?
Yeah, I'll try a hero point.
Oh, okay, fine.
Ready?
All right, re-rolling your reflex save.
Yes.
All right, that's much better. All right, so as the building collapses, the tree no longer has a solid foundation. It cracks and falls. However, just before it does, you do get a free action. You may make an athletics check to either jump to the windmill or jump to the bridge.
What about that lower bridge? Or
What
is
lower-
that too far down?
What lower bridge?
Isn't there? Okay, I might be mistaken. I thought there was another bridge below, attaching the floors below.
Oh, I see.
Unless that's gone,
No, you're right. There is one. Let's see.
or is that too far down? Because isn't
No,
that
no.
like
You
40...
could. Okay, so that is 40 foot down. You could attempt to leap onto that. You will take some damage, but you could make that one.
I think in the moment that's where she's gonna go.
Sure.
Because
All right.
the other bridge is too unstable.
All right. Let's make an acrobatics check. This one's about absorbing the impact of your fall more than it is about, and aiming at the right spot rather than your athletics. So acrobatics,
All
if
right.
you'd be so kind. No, that is perfect. Don't worry about the 18. It should be 16. So you leap, and sure enough, as you do so, you will land here. And you will take 8 points of damage.
Okay.
All right, which isn't bad. Ooh, actually, you know what? Also, let's find out real quick. Yeah, the bridge is solid. The bridge is super fine. The bridge doesn't even buckle.
Yay.
All right, cool. So that happens from... Why did that happen? Oh, end of the round. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm just glad none of this area's been affected yet with that void.
No, that's true.
Correct.
Okay. Bolin is going to now take an action to secure Sunwood a little bit, and now seeing what's going on in like the other side, is going to attempt to attack the person who happens to be on the other side with a Guardians of Thorns. But that's so mean. But Neil's the only person I
Do
can
it.
see. Okay.
I'm in a tree that's
Oh.
being crushed, so can he see me?
Well, you'll see what he's going to do in a second. That's not
No.
great. All right. So what he does is he reaches forward with his hand and clenches his open hand into a fist, and you watch as all of those wooden beams and planks that have been bombarding you with that bludgeoning damage suddenly grow thorns and stab you.
Ah!
You fail your reflex save, unfortunately, my friend.
Yeah, and I don't have any hero points.
You now have negative 10-foot move speed. And are the proud owner of 14 points of damage.
So I'm not destroyed. I'm still dying because I have
'Cause you have the thing, yeah.
necrotic survival. Yeah.
Correct.
But if I actually were to die, then I get destroyed.
Yes, you're a dying one.
Yeah.
Currently.
Yep.
All right.
fuck.
But yes, you are both unconscious in the crushing area, and you are nailed in place.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to say that Bolin isn't going to move just yet. He just kind of wants to make sure, like, he's basically got Sunwood, like, on guard, just to make sure whoever was in there is, like, not going to attack him again. Aelith, we then go to you. Oh, you're bleeding. Oh, right, yes, you were bleeding. Ha, never mind. But you're not bleeding. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Because remember when the needles hit you and stuff. It's fine.
Yeah.
Aelith, you're on the bridge.
Yeah. Yes.
You have 2 doors on either side of you.
Yes. I am going to continue north. Is the way she's going.
As you begin to head north, you open the door and can see Bilratar and his dwarven butt alluring 2 innocent fairies.
With his hand still on the
Thank you.
door, stunned.
Yeah. It's a race after seeing what happened to the other tree. I mean, the goal here is to get to safety, whatever that might be.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. If she had, I don't know, does she have another action? Just run forward.
You've got 2 more
towards that
actions.
other. Okay. Well, she's just gonna keep going. We got to get out of here.
I think you
Yep.
can
Yeah, you
wiggle
can just
Oh yeah,
charge.
you can move past him. That's not a problem.
Okay.
All right, but as you do, the 2 fairies see you and they're like, and who the hell is this $2 cream pie supposed to be?
Hello. We need to
Stay
get out
away
of
from
here.
our dwarf, you long-eared sugar plum fairy.
They're fans of Bill Retire. Yay.
Yeah,
Totally.
who do you think you are? Walking around on those legs of yours? I don't know.
Why aren't the trees are collapsing? We need to get out of here.
It dawns on you that they can fly. They likely aren't really worried about falling out of a tree.
It's imploding. It will crush you.
Ah, that's very different. Make an intimidation check.
I don't think I have intimidation, but we'll see. All right. If I can find it. Sorry. A bit slow. Activities. All right. Where is this at?
skills tab.
There it is. Intimidation. Is it coerce?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Why aren't you working? Come on. Here we go. Here we go.
All right. They're pretty afraid of imploding trees. They will change their demeanor to neutral until they escape.
Okay.
All right.
Lovely.
Done and done.
Done.
Okay, so 2 moves and an intimidate. Lushara, you're up next.
Great. We're running.
As part of the tree collapsed over you or imploded over you.
35 for one action. I can get there. My next action, I'm going to keep going. Which gets me there to build a tower. And I'm like, okay. And then I'm just going to run by him because I don't know what he's doing, but I'm trying to get out of here and get bowling at the same time. So I'm going to run through again. My last action. Bye.
All right. You
Hello,
push
fairies.
past
Another cream pie.
you push past Bill Ratar's cute butt and you make your way into the next room.
Yeah. And then I'm just going to be like, oops, excuse me, pardon me, and try to wiggle past everybody.
Yep, excuse me, pardon me, coming through.
Excuse
Wiggle,
me,
wiggle, wiggle.
Pardon me, coming through.
All right.
As far as I can get, which I'm not.
They both look
sure.
surprised at Bill Ratar and go, "How many elves does he have in there?"
Yeah, I'm not sure how far I can get. It won't let me move anymore. Probably because there's too many people in the way.
I think you're running into the wall is the issue.
There we go. Got it. Yep, I'm just like, excuse me, pardon me.
Yep, you've broken the heart of these 2 fairies.
Oh, Bill. Breaking hearts already.
All right, is that everything?
That's my turn. That was 3 actions.
All right. Well, without too much difficulties, the fairies pretty much use their full round action to fly out the windows. They grab fistfuls of sugar before they leave. But that'll be that. As we then go to Arsini, who is dying.
Yep.
All by himself.
Yep.
All by
Yep.
himself.
Kill.
Ooh,
Still
it's a
dying?
7.
So dying too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
At this point, roll me a percentage.
64.
All right. The floor beneath you is destroyed, and you end up falling.
Ooh.
Wham! And you land here. On the floor below.
Yep.
Can I get everyone else to make me a perception check?
Okay.
Maybe.
There we go.
That's initiative. Oh my dear word.
You rolled new initiative.
Okay.
Nope.
Well, I do get a fun feeling Belrotar is still just stunned with the two fairies. With that roll.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
And
Lushara is
sorry.
too far ahead and focused.
I'm still trying to learn where everything is. Here we go.
You got it? Yep, cool. All right. I'm going to say that Bilrata and Aelith, the both of you heard the crash from our Cine falling behind you, but that's about it. All right. Sunward, the sunflower. I think that they're done. Perhaps we got them. Best destroy the tree entirely, just to be safe. Yes, you're right. We can't take any chances. Not when we're so close. The unnubilate curse is within our grasp, Sunward. But just to be safe. Yes, just to be safe. You watch as Sunward then just starts to... as it starts shooting more of those sunflower seeds into the wreckage. As it does so, you watch as the sunflower seeds start to sprout into vines. For reasons we don't need to go into. Then Bilrata. We then go to you. Also, hey, North Wolf, good to see you, man.
So, I heard a commotion behind me, which was our sending falling.
That is correct.
Okay, so I will at least say to the others, it sounds like Arsene's finally fallen down to our floor. Don't know if you guys want to check on him. Seems to be going a bit slow. I'm going to see if I can at least slow Bolin down as I will continue through.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so that's 2 actions there, unless you want to count the talking as the third.
No. Your talk is free.
So I'll open the door, see the bridge out there, and continue onto the bridge. And again, the masking's cut off halfway through the bridge.
Yep, I will fix that. You know what? I probably can delete the mask from this point on. There we go.
That's about 10. Which means I think for the rest of the movement, I can get up to that door, and that's about it.
Mm-hmm. All right, done and done. All right, top of the round. The roof
Wasn't
continue.
Sorry, wasn't the bridge difficult though?
Bolin's
Yes.
bridge.
Bolin's bridge is because it's much longer and higher
Oh,
up.
we're not at that one. Okay.
Nope.
Yeah. All right, let's.
I'm
Sorry.
level beneath that.
Yeah, let's.
You're underneath it. You're looking up.
Mm-hmm.
5. All right.
Oh gosh.
So that means. All right, that bridge is also destroyed. And we'll just take off the whole area. All right, the roof has
Oh my
collapsed on this entire area and now begins to fall. As it does, this entire tree here suddenly shakes as a huge impact hits over the top. Oh, McClover coming in with a reroll. Okay. All right, I see you. All right, McClover. Very well. With the reroll, I'm gonna give you one better. The entire building above has still broken down, but because of the divine intervention, the branches and brambles of the tree itself have prevented it from collapsing onto the lower floor yet. But you could hear those branches snapping and breaking. It is not going to be long at all. It'll be mere moments before that entire second story is going to come down on top of where our cine happens to be. Those of you in the other two trees are perfectly fine. All right. Bolin is going to continue moving as best he can. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Then head down the flight of stairs. 5, 10, 15, 20.
But wasn't that top bridge difficult terrain? Because it was...
No, I included that, but he
Okay.
was only in the last square of it, so
Okay.
it's only difficult for that first step. All right, him and Sunward make it to there. Aelith, you're up.
Okay. I'll go and check on our cine. You just keep heading out. So I'm gonna do 10, 20, 30, and then I'm gonna at least get to 10, 20. Wait a minute. No, that's 15. Look through the door. Can I see him anywhere? Is it stable enough for me to go in and try and help Arsini?
It is stable enough at present.
Okay. So I'm gonna enter in. Go to Arsini.
All right. As you do so, you can hear the sound of the roof squeaking. You can see the strain currently the tree is under. If you were a druid, like you're a ranger, actually, you've been, in tune with nature, not necessarily as strongly as the druids do, but this tree is in agony. Every single sound around you just sounds like this tree is in pain as the whole thing is coming down.
Okay. So she would know. Can I grab him and try and run out with him?
Yes, I'm happy for that. Now, given that you're dragging him, given that you, I presume you do not want him to fall off the bridge, you're going to move at half speed. So I'll say that you can only drag him literally like onto the bridge here.
Okay.
If that's all right.
Yeah. Anything to get him out
Okay.
from there right now.
All right, done and done as we go to Lushara.
All right. Lushara is very hyper-focused right now, so she didn't even hear Ayla saying, "I've got this, you go," because that's her flaw when she focuses. So she's just gonna keep running. So 1, 2. I think that gets her here with her first movement, 35. And then she's going to use another action to dash across the bridge. Like, excuse me, pardon me, coming through, squeeze past Bill. And then like, oh no. And I don't know if she can do anything. Actually, yes, she's going to, now that she sees Bowen, she's going to turn and use a focus point to throw life boost onto Bilritar. So where are you, Belrotar? There you are. Because that's a one action
All right, perfect. Love that one.
spell. Yep.
Nice.
All right.
And that's her turn. She's gonna be like, Belle, it's falling.
Bolin sort of scowls at you as he sees you. Arsini, we're just gonna breeze past this. Can you make a death save, please?
Yep. All right, come on, Fantasy Grounds. Are you kidding?
All right, that is dying 3. One more dying, and you are gone. But
Oh, I thought dying 3 was the gone point.
no, dying 4 is the
Yeah,
gone point.
4.
Oh, okay, got it. I got one more turn.
All right, so let's go with Arsini.
Mm-hmm.
Describe for us your vision inside of the Ayadara. What was your ultimate desire that the Ayadara showed you? Where did it take you? Or where do you think it took you?
It took me to a giant stage, almost like inside of a theater, like an amphitheater kind of thing, super huge. In front of tons of fans, in front of a huge audience. I was there, accompanied with my magic, playing some music, as well as me playing my violin for them. Everybody was cheering, everybody was happy. I was making people happy with my music. I still look like my human form, black hair. I'm like, I think 5'4". Same clothing I'm wearing, same hat. But yes, I'm kind of skipping around the stage, dancing along with my music that I am creating.
Your accompaniment is playing as well and cheering, and you find yourself in a courtly place before not only the common folk, but also a grand stage with nobles that seem to be watching in absolute delight as you dazzle them not only with your beautiful voice, but also the masterful playing of your instrument and the array of magic to turn your show into truly a spectacle. However, as this happens, there is a sudden shift. The audience no longer has faces filled with joy and merriment. Their faces grow pallid and unemotional, as do the royals and the nobles. You continue to play, confused. Even your band, though they continue to play the same tune, seem to be expressionless, emotionless. One by one, they all reach for their gowns and dresses, their shirts and their tabards, and with a single gesture, reveal that their torsos have been replaced with that of a rib cage, a skeletal rib cage. As you watch, each one of these rib cages has a flame that burns where the heart would be. And as you play, those flames get smaller. The crowd of people before you are losing spirit.
No. I try to play
The
faster.
louder and faster you play, you watch as a few people pass out as their flames disappear.
No, stop.
Do you
What's
keep
going
playing?
on? Well, yeah, because
As you do, more people begin to fall, one after the other. Eventually, some of the nobles start falling as well.
No. What's going on? And then at that point, I would be confused and probably stop.
As you do
Fine.
so, the moment that your viol hits the stage, the people passing out stop. You look around, and you watch as though their little fires still burn. Their faces start to melt as well, revealing skeletal faces in the crowd.
Oof.
And as they do, a figure behind you picks up the viol. You see a man in a robe with what looks to be a ram's head mask adorned on his face. He looks to you and raises a single index finger to his lips, where the lips would be on the mask. And for the first time, the world and everything around you goes silent. All right. On to our next individual. Pardon me. Sunwood. Also, welcome in, Marcus. What happened? Arsini is dying, so he got a vision of death, I guess, is the appropriate thing. All right. Seeing Lushara, Sunwood is going to make this nice and easy. PQ. First attack is going to shoot a single seed in the direction of Lushara. Wham!
Oh.
The seed hits your shoulder for 3 points of damage, followed by a barrage of machine gun-like shots, which you need to make a saving throw against, which you will fail.
Ooh.
And as such, we'll take 9 points of damage.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, so rude.
I've got no comeback for that. That's a pretty good one. Yep.
She's just like clutching and says, "That's so rude."
Rude is not dying when I shoot you. Come into my home and then not have the courtesy to die when I'm attacking you.
You're a rude sunflower.
Yeah. Well, how many sunflowers do you know? We're all
More like a rude
we're all
flower.
dicks. All right.
No.
Bill Rutar.
No.
Could you imagine just out of all the sunflowers, it's like, you go up and you see a tulip, it's like, oh yeah, don't talk to sunflowers. They're fucking dicks.
But yeah, they follow
The
the
opposite
brightest
of
light in the sky.
sunshine, brightness.
That's what they care about, right?
Yeah.
So, right. So,
Okay.
Bashar did say that she heard Bolin, and through the door I'd have seen her get pelted.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's time, finally in this fight, for Bill to finally go into his rage.
And you have life boost on you as well.
Yes, that'll fast heal at the end of my turn, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah. So, starting to grow, the rage kicks in.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I love that.
I need to close that. As Bill Ratar will charge in, and I would also like to use the other heroic action that I have in the bank from way back when, which was run and shoot. So as I run in, the deviant fire flows down into the hand. As we want to shoot the fire beams at Sunward as I charge towards them.
All right.
So I'm at a DC 15, see if it backfires as I do all this.
All right, you charge in. Oh, with a natural 20.
Unfortunately, that is to make sure it doesn't backfire.
Oh no!
Such a shame.
It does.
Oh no!
Well, it doesn't backfire. You know what? I'll give you an
doesn't
extra
back-
one for that. So your next backfire roll is also an automatic success.
Nice.
Okay.
I'll give you something for it. I feel like it's mean if that eats your natural 20.
Well, the DC goes up every single time, so the next one would be a 20. So.
Well, there you go. So there.
Which
there
means
you
you can fire it again for free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so with the run and shoot, this one is part of the stride action to see if it hits Sunward.
go. Oof, yeah, that'll hit Sunwood.
Ooh.
Okay. So I said that was part of the stride.
Mm-hmm.
So that's only 2 actions.
Okay.
Fire another bee. No,
No, I'm not going to. No, no.
Can you do that in one turn?
Yeah, it's 1 action.
Yeah. Okay.
But the second one was to clock Bolin
Ooh, there's
right in the jaw.
Cyclops.
Ooh, love that. All right. Take your hit at
so-
bowling.
Ooh.
It's the second attack.
I mean, you do have a natural 20. That is a solid hit.
No, I think I'll stick with the solid hit just now.
All right. Go for the hit as you strike Bolin hard for 12 damage. It's pretty good. That is pretty good.
Yep. And that would be all 3.
All right.
Rage movement and managing to get 2 hits off.
All right. As we go to Bolin's turn, immediately you hear the sound of splintering and breaking as, sure enough, oh gosh.
Oh,
That was so
no.
close.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
That bridge is going down soon.
All right.
Yep.
Well, it's going down now. So what I need from
Yeah.
Aelith is I need a reflex save or an acrobatics check, whichever you would like to do.
Oh, let's see. Let's try reflex.
All right, with a reflex save of 21, you grab on and hang on to the struts of the bridge as they fall from underneath you. You swing outwards towards the tree, and there's nothing to catch you. You and Arsini are now dangling. One hand grappling the bridge, the other grappling Arsini's legs. Arsini, I need you to roll me a percentage, please.
Uh-oh. 28.
I need you to, let's see.
Ugh.
Would you be so kind as to... Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. That's fine. 3, that is. All right. Your extendable pincer
Ooh.
falls out of your backpack and onto the forest floor. You do not know where it goes.
Yeah, because I'm unconscious and dying.
All right.
Dang. All right.
Cool. It has been dropped from your backpack. Okay. Amidst the heat of chaos, Bolin now no longer concentrates on his ongoing spell and will break that. Looking at Bilritar. He is...
I was going to say, did the fast healing not kick in automatically?
Who's Bolin's?
Billotars.
I know, Lashara put fast healing 2 on me, but I
Oh,
don't actually see it.
no, you're right. It
Okay.
didn't. I will add it again. Hold on 1 second. There we go. Done. All right, you have been fast healed. All right, vengeful fibers. Bilritar, you're the first target. You have failed your fortitude save. As such, your clothes start to constrict you as the plant fibers begin to taut. Do you want to use a hero point? Actually, probably use a hero point to stay up rather than anything else.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
That is 16 points of damage.
And hero point to stay at 1, please.
Nope, ignore that one. And you are flat-footed and have your speed reduced by 10. But yes, you are now on 1 hit point as you burn a hero point to remain standing. With his next action, he is going to extend the same courtesy to Lashara.
That's rude. There's a whole lot of rudeness happening right now.
Whole lot of rudeness. All right, here we go. Lashara. Also,
Yay. No. Nope, I failed.
that is a failed save,
Oh,
which
no.
results in 15 points of damage.
Oh no!
Do you want to use a hero point to stay up?
Yes, please.
All right, Lashara, you remain conscious, but also find yourself bound by your clothes. Okay. Leaving him with his final action to try and get the hell away.
Squeezing. No.
Now, he would provoke an attack of opportunity, but you guys are flat-footed as you're, you're off guard as you are being constrained by your clothes. But that is, that is where he goes. As we go to Aelith, who is holding on for dear life.
Can I try and hike Arsini up on my shoulder so then I can start
Yeet him
to
into the
climb
house.
to get to the door because the door isn't that far away?
Yeah, I've got no problem with that.
Okay. So she's gonna do that, and then she's gonna climb and get in here. And then I'd like to do if possible, a medicine check.
Absolutely. Make your medicine check.
Okay. I just had that up. So it's treat wounds, correct? Or is it administer first aid?
I think...
Because I'm trained.
it would be administer first aid.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, shoot.
You do have 1 hero point remaining.
Yep, I'm using the last hero point.
All right, let's see it. Ooh, that's still not good enough. I will give you
No.
this. I will give you a free reroll and advantage on this. Because Arsini did mention that he had some bones on his person that he was collecting to restore himself. Given you are privy to that conversation, I will give you advantage to also have recalled. Oh, wait, that's right. First aid. I can't, check his pulse. I can't take his blood pressure. He's a skeleton. And that's when you realize I can have to replace some bones.
Okay. Fingers crossed this works.
Ooh.
With a 17, yes, that will stabilize Arsini. You quickly recall the parameters of him being a skeleton. And Arsini, you are no longer dying. You are still unconscious, but your
Yep.
dying condition has been reduced to 0.
Oh, thank God. So am I wounded 1 or 3?
Wounded 1.
Okay, I will put that in. There.
Okay.
Oh.
And if allowed, was that 2? That's
It's
2
2
actions.
actions.
I have 1 more.
1 action would have been to move up here with Arsini, then 2 actions to
Yep.
use to administer first aid.
Oh, okay. Okay. Then, yep, that's it.
Oh.
All right. So, Lashara, you're up next. And Camino, yes, absolutely. I'm a very narrative-based GM. Like, if there's a good reason, like, obviously, treat wounds would probably be different because, obviously, there are feats and stuff like that for that. But just to kind of, like, remove the dying condition, more than happy for that to be in the player's favor over the GM's flavor. You know what I mean? Yeah. Also, I hope you're doing well. Good to see you again. All right. Lashara. Now, this condition only lasts for 1 round, so you're only, got a minus 10 foot move speed. You can still move around and stuff.
Okay. So ghostly grasp lets me grab and manipulate an object. Could I use a hero point to allow ghostly grab to smack Sunward out of Bowen's hands? I want to make him drop it with ghostly grasp.
Well, that's technically a disarm, but I'll allow it.
Okay.
It'll cost you a hero point.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Slightly.
I think I just need to use an action to move a little closer because it's got like a 15-foot reach.
Sure.
So I'll move over here, I think gets me close enough. Yeah. And I'm going to go ahead and give this a whirl.
All right.
All right. So how do I get this? All right. So it's an action, but I don't see anything to... Do I just drag it?
Drag it into the chat. I'll allow that. And your target number here is 18.
Maybe it's not. Maybe it's under... Because
It
it
might
won't
not
let
have-
me drag anything under activities.
It may not have an attack because if it's just for an object tag.
Yeah, I don't think it's set up as an attack. Yeah, because normally it just grabs.
I'll
so
just
should
make
I
just make a regular spell attack. I'm happy to add that mechanic as a thing. So yeah.
Okay. So just roll a d20 then.
There should be a spell attack on your character sheet. If you look at the combat tab on your character sheet, there should be. No.
It's the banner over the spells. If you open up the witch bit.
Oh.
Oh, yep, there we go, yep. Yep, there it is. So it's +7.
+7. Okay.
Yeah, so just roll that one.
So 7. Uh, 16.
Oh, you do need an 18, unfortunately, for that one.
Damn it. And I think I have to roll for using
Oh, you're a deviant?
a deviant. Yeah, that's my deviant
Yeah.
feat.
So this is the
The
first
ghostly
instance.
grass. So there's like
Yeah.
blue glowing hand just kind of extends off mine, just kind of whips over but misses. So I just roll a d20 now. DC I
Yep.
believe is 5 for the first time.
Yep.
Oh no!
Oh!
So you get backlash.
All right, backlash it is.
Backlash.
So, do I decide what the backlash is?
I think it depends what the source is.
So the source is the Wraith, right?
Yes, it's a wraith source.
Okay. Bear with me while we just have a quick look.
This is the first time a backlash has been implemented. Oh no!
I don't even
See, I
roll
just
the
know
old- my demon.
I burn by the own fires that I launch out. I take fire damage.
I don't remember what backlash
We gotta
does.
fight some cold
Does
creatures
it
from the
say?
It gets progressively worse if you keep failing as well.
Yeah. Why did it doesn't say on the card for some reason?
Here we go.
No, because it's in the full
Oh, it's in the guidebook.
Yeah.
Here we go. Backlash.
Find out.
Encroaching presence. Oh, that's really easy to read. I'm really glad that I can see that super well. Okay. Jeez. I don't know. Actually, can anyone actually read that?
Can you
not on
highlight
the
it?
screen, no.
No, me neither. Okay, hold on.
Because
Because I
image, or
can't.
is it like actually typed in? Because might be able to highlight it.
Okay, because I can't actually
Okay.
read this one. Okay, no, actually, here we go. That's better.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, so by the way, in case you guys didn't know, yeah, I'm photosensitive at the moment, so white on white is not the freaking best thing for me to try and read. But that helps, yeah. Okay. It's also why all my stuff's in dark mode. Seeing and touching beyond leaves you open to alien influence, warping your perceptions. Mild backlash. Something inexplicably touches your mind, leaving you with a lingering horror. You become frightened.
Oh, no.
3. Moderate backlash. Disorienting visions and figments cover your vision as if you're seeing through another set of alien senses. For 10 minutes, all creatures become concealed as you are covered from visual distortions. Severe. Your life force is siphoned away as presences tug your soul to wherever they reside and become doomed 1 and drained 2 until your next daily prep. So what does this count as when you roll a natural 1?
So it's the fact that it's the first backlash that's mild, and then
All
she
right.
keeps using it, and backlashes again, it goes up to moderate.
All right,
That's
so
the-
frightened 3.
Oh gosh.
Well, could be worse.
Could be worse. At least it's not damaging.
That's true. That's true. All right. Arsene is
I
unconscious.
tried.
We go to Sun. Before we go to Sunwood, let's go to Bilratar. Bilratar, what would you like to do?
Oh, you're going to me first.
Yeah.
Very well. So as I'm slowed, and you always see the feet being very, very slow to charge up because of that -10, I can just get up to in front of Bolin.
Uh,
And I'm going to burn that 20 to try and knock his lights out.
oh!
All right. Let's see it. Burning the natural 20. Beep, 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 beep.
Left shift with a punch right to the face.
Whoa!
20
I
points
did
of
say
damage.
to knock him out.
Yeah, no, I'm aware of that.
Nice.
Bolin gets knocked clean out. Bolin, says the flower. Bolin, quit playing around. You shouldn't have done that. All right, you've got how many more actions left? 1 more action?
No, because that -10 for the.
Oh,
the
yes,
thing,
of course.
Two actions actually get there.
All right.
Oh, boy.
Sunwood looks at you. I really, really wish you hadn't done that. And you watch as the sunflower seeds begin to glow. And they glow in a circle, almost like a counterclockwise pattern. As Sunwood casts Solar Beam.
Oh no!
Yep.
There is a blinding ray of light that burns through the treehouse. It burns out of the house that they're in, across the canopies, leaving a perfect circle, cutting through the leaves and branches out to 150 foot away. As the smoke clears, we will return next week to find out what had happened to our beloved people. Mostly because I'm close to losing my voice, so we're going to end the stream here. Guys, thank you so much for joining us.
Dave and Alec are gonna be like, "What the hell happened?"
I know, right? Yeah. Thank you guys for joining us today. We hope you had an amazing time. Thank you to everyone who subscribed, who donated. You guys are amazing. Thank you to our sponsors, Hero Forge, Fantasy Grounds, and Sirenscape. And, hey, thank you to my lovely Patreons who do all the cool and awesome things. Yay!
Hi.
I will survive. Everyone will survive.
There was much rejoice. Yeah.
There was much rejoicing. We'll be back in like 7 hours. No, 8 hours. No. Yes, 8 hours. We'll be back in 8 hours for Curse the Crimson Throne. Thanks for joining us. My name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. My advice to you, don't work while you're sick. do as I say, not as I do. That's just it. Okay. Guys.
Dak's trying to be the one exemption to the rule.
Yeah,
To the
exactly.
rule.
Exactly. Which means you gotta go. You gotta do your thing. Yay. All right. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.